Hey guys, follow me on Instagram to never ever miss any of my crazy updates. Hey guys, welcome to another vlog. Today we'll be going on a virtual tour of these two different CVs, basically Tata pickup trucks. And to begin with, let's go to the Tata Intra. This is the V50 and this has 1.5 liter 4-cylinder engine that produces 80 horsepower and 220 Newton meters of torque. I cannot show you the engine bay because it's somewhere down below the seat over here. So let's just go to the front and let me show you what we have in the front. So in the front we have a very big Tata badging over here, and we have the grille in the front fascia, and over here we have the headlights, which are the clear lens halogen, and down below we have a space for the fog lamps, and it's pretty much this. We have the wipers again in the rain, just like the last time. As we go towards the side, we have the anti-skid footstep over here, and we have the turn indicators over here as well, and the typical ORVM, and we have a door handle. To get inside, this is from the passenger side, and if we go down below, these are the tires, and these are 15-inch tires with 215/75 profile, and we have a ground clearance of 188 mm. The loading bay has numerous hooks over here with which you can tie ropes and secure your luggage or whatever is there kept behind. And the payload capacity of this is actually 1500 kg, and it has a load body of 9.8 feet, which is considered the highest load body to vehicle length ratio in this class, which is at 62%. The dimensions are, it has a length of 4734 mm and a width of 1694 mm and a height of 2013 mm. The loading bay dimensions are 2643 mm. Coming to the suspension, we have semi-leaf springs both in the front and the rear. The front brakes are disc and the rear are drum. And you get this in a lot of variants, which is the V10, V20, which is bi-fuel again, and this is the V50. So at the back we have 3 reverse sensors over here, and the spare wheel is somewhere below. In case if Faisal Khan's fingers of truth are looking for the exhaust, then no, it's not over here, it's all the way across over there. On this side again, on the driver's side, we have a footstep or pad to climb up, and on this side is the air intake vent which takes air inside. And let's just go inside. So coming inside, we have the grip handles on the side over here. We don't have any grip handles over here, and there's a bottle holder down there along with a speaker on the door, and the sun visor is on the driver's side. There's no vanity mirror, there's no sun visor on the other side. There's a hydraulic power steering wheel which has an eco switch also beside. If you turn it on, then it goes on eco mode. We have a digital instrument cluster which has a gear shift advisor, and talking about the gear shift advisor, coming to the gear, we have a 5+1 gear which is mounted on the dashboard to make it a walk-through cabin. And moving forward, we have a lockable glove box over here which is currently locked. I don't have the key, so we cannot open it, show it currently. AC is optional, as this is not the fully optic variant. There is no AC and no stereo over here, and this is that one rim stereo system which is optional. You can take it in case if you want. So we have the mandatory seat belts on the driver as well as on the passenger side, and the driver seat is reclinable only in the front, not at the back because of the flat back, and there's a window for light to come. There's a small seat over here which can be used for drivers to lie on and sleep in case where they're very tired. And one important thing is, behind the driver's seat there's actually a space to keep the extinguisher. So this is the space to keep the fire extinguisher. There's no extinguisher currently, but that's where it's kept. So it's pretty much what we have in the cabin right now. And now it's time to go for the driving vlog. Technically not the driving vlog, because basically we're having an off-road experience in which we are going to go through different terrains and a lot of obstacles. So let's go for it. So right now, I've just put this into the eco mode so that I can actually see the difference of how the vehicle will operate in eco mode versus normal. So first we are going to do a run with the eco mode on, and next we'll be proceeding without the eco mode. So now I've just switched off the eco mode and we are just going to drive again in the normal mode, which is not the eco mode, and test the acceleration and stand on the brakes in some time. Here we go in the first gear. Going to second. And oh my god, leaf springs to the rescue. So there was an indicator. Okay.
Full brake.
Third, and then?
Full brake.
Wow, there's no screeching. There's no brake screeching, no nose drive, and it's nice. So this is the third track and we are going towards this gravel, and this car has a ground clearance of 180 mm, and that's what we're going to probably test over here, because on this nothing is going to hit. Whoa. And I'm actually not even accelerating, it's just pushing on itself. I hardly have pressed the clutch a little, and wow, it was smooth. It felt like it went on itself. So right now we're moving towards the fourth obstacle and we are going to go uphill from here, and it's kind of steep. Wow. So the steering inputs are a little slower, right? Like I've turned it and then it takes a little while for the turn to actually come. This is a complete steep down. I actually can't see anything there. Oh my god. This was so amazing. It was so fluidic. I did not feel an inch. It was really fluidic going downhill. Okay, so this is the next obstacle in which we are going through the water. So this is the Tata Intra, which is actually a 1.5 litre DI engine. It comes in different variants. This is the V50 engine, and its biggest competitor is actually Ashok Leyland Bada Dost, which has 3 cylinders. This, on the other hand, has 4 cylinders. So one of the most key USP of this is that its gradability is 35%, which is actually the highest in its segment. So how many names can a vehicle have? The one I'm driving today started as the Telco line or the Tata Mobile 206, and in 2002 the Tata Motors changed the name to 207 DI while exporting it, and the Tata Pickup and then Tata Load Beta. The second generation model was renamed to Tata Xenon and then the Xenon Yodha, and right in front of me is the Yodha 2.0. The Yodha one actually almost killed me. Well, you will get to know why.
Okay, little bit of... Oh my goodness, absolutely crazy. I did not see any of that. My camera has come off.
Can't blame the car, I guess it was the driver's fault basically. So anyways, let's see what do we have in the engine bay. Okay, so this has a 2.2 litre 4-cylinder engine that produces 100 horsepower and 250 Newton meters of torque, and there's no insulation up there. Whoa. Too loud. Alright, so what do we have here? We have some cosmetic updates which have been done with a new grille and chrome there, and we have a clear halogen lights over here which is there. We have a 3-piece metallic bumper which is unique. Optional fog lamps which are not there over here, but you can actually fix it later on. And down below on the side we have the 16-inch tires which are 215/75. And no wheel caps, they're pretty much naked right now. Coming to the suspension, we have semi-leaf springs both in the front and the rear. Basically, semi-leaf springs are better than coil springs, so the focus is on load bearing instead of comfort. That is the reason all the commercial vehicles prefer that. And the front brakes are disc and the rear are drum. So coming to the dimension, this actually has a wheelbase of 3150 mm and it has a length of 5350 mm and a width of 1860 mm and a height of 1810 mm. The loading bay dimensions are actually 2643. So this comes in a lot of variants, which is the 1200, 1500, 1700, and this currently is the 2000 variant, which means this can actually hold up to 2000 kg or 2-ton payload, which is like the max in the segment until now. So it has 4 reverse sensor at the back, and the curb weight is actually 1840. So assuming you fill it up, then the total gross weight would be 3840 because it can be topped up to 2000 kgs at once. And in order to open this, there's actually a lever over here. This will be fixed in. Right now it's already open, so you pull it down, and this is how you open it. And okay, take the help of your leg and close it because it's pretty heavy, and that's how it's supposed to be, rugged and heavy. Alright, so let's just go inside, and before we go inside, this is actually the anti-skid foot step up for the drivers to go. So this is the handbrake, which is actually on the right of the driver's seat. You don't find it anywhere in the middle, you can find it at the corner. And we just climb on this and come inside. So we have a sun visor on the driver's side. Expecting a vanity mirror is something, of course, which is unreasonable over here. And we can see 3 switches over here. This is for the headlight leveler, and this is actually an eco switch, or to put it in eco mode when in case ride is empty and it's not fully loaded, then you can put it on eco and drive and save fuel. And this is a very interesting thing. It's actually a battery cutoff switch which is there. So once you press it, the vehicle shuts its battery automatically, and so that you don't have to actually go and manually open the battery from there and cut it or disconnect it. So it saves the battery life for a lot of time. We don't have an option to switch it on, but we have a semi-digital instrument cluster over here, and this is the horn. Yeah, so this is the gear, and we have a USB socket for charging, which is a 5-volt USB socket over here. We have the basic IRVM over here, and a cabin light, and a door handle over there. There's no door handle over here. There's just one door handle over there. No sun visor over there, sun visor over here. And we have a lockable glove box. And the interesting thing is the cup holders are over here, not over here. Because in case if you want to drink something, then you open the glove box, keep it over here and drink, and then close it back. And there is some storage space over there. There is no storage space over here. It's basically not for comfort or utility. And this is actually an area for giving or fitting the stereo system. So this is that fitment. We have HVAC, that's what they call over here. It's not actually AC, it's heater ventilated AC control system in this, which is a standard built-in. So it'll be very useful in case if you're driving this truck in northern regions like Jammu, Kashmir and everywhere else. And this is a single dim stereo system which is there. And these controls, we have the AC controls over here, the normal AC controls and internal circulation. I'll have to figure this out. What this is, I'm not really sure about. And apart from that, we have the regular seat belts. So finally, I've been feeling like a Yodha since morning, because trying to get the car was a huge challenge, and finally we are driving the Yodha, and we are in the 3rd gear right now, going towards the trail, the off-road trail, which is actually designed for having a very different experience. And this is the 2.2 liter engine, which is DI engine. And okay, the brakes clamp a little. The clutch length is long as well as it's a little hard. I think these are all the things which are expected from a typical commercial vehicle. And the steering position, however, if I compare it to the Intra, this is way better. This is very similar to a normal typical car engine. In the Intra, it was more flat, so I was feeling like, alright, I'm driving a tipper truck or something of that sort. I have to hold it downwards. Over here, this seemed to be very better and nice. However, there is not a lot of bounce in this. Maybe it's obviously because of the weight. We have currently 2000 kgs of weight at the back, and that's actually adding on to reducing the bounce. So this is a kind of a slalom test for this pickup vehicle which we are going through, and the idea over here is to go as close as possible and to take less deviations. So let's see how we do it. I'm just trying to analyze. Yeah, it's very close, and yeah, alright, this one is successful. This width is a little more than the Intra, right? So this is the reason it's going by really close. For the Intra, it was easier. Though the length was long, but the width also matters when you're going really slow. So we are going to do a brake test over here first.
So we need to check
In the eco mode.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we have the AC switched on, however, but still let's go into the eco mode. I click the eco mode on and let's go, and we'll stamp on the brakes in a while. I know the drill because we've done the same thing in Intra some time back. First gear, shift down, second gear, and then let's go to the third gear and let's stamp. Okay, there is a little bit of nose dive and the brakes are a little clampy compared to the Intra. Turning off the eco mode, we'll just do the brake test again. Actually, we'll even see the accelerator speed and everything without the eco mode, and we are in the first gear. Shift down, second gear, and come on, pick up. Third gear, and let's just stamp on the brakes. Okay. The brakes being a little hard, but still there was zero hairiness. It could, the brakes actually stopped as it is, where there was where they are, and there was no fishtailing as well. So the lower ground is really good. However, it's comparatively more flat if you go towards the end, and I think mostly the top end is almost non-existent in all the CVs, because the main objective is to pull load, heavier load, not to go fast. It's basically how you pull heavy load and how you.
You're right, ma'am. This car is having the maximum torque at
At the lower end.
Lower end, from 1000 to 2500 RPM. It is having a very flat top end curve.
Yes,
So at that-
and then
that's
it
the
goes
place-
down
then it goes
afterward.
down. Yeah, but that is the RPM where we'll.
So
be
max
using-
is at 2500 RPM,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Max torque.
Yeah, this pickup performs the best around that RPM. So
1500 to 2500
Yes,
RPM is the max torque, and after that it drastically goes down.
Yeah, it goes down because it's basically a load carrying vehicle.
Load carrying vehicle, it's not a performance photo vehicle. Yeah, so like I was saying, and also the instructor said that 1500 to 2500 RPM is the max torque, which is a flat torque, and after that it goes down because this is a load carrying vehicle. It's not based upon performance and all. And let's just go through this gravel. So it's basically, I do not have to do anything. I just went on it and the rest thing followed. So the next obstacle is a little challenging. Basically, Yodha comes in a 4-wheel drive version as well, but what we are driving is the 2-wheel variant, which is the rear-wheel drive variant. And over here, there's going to be an inclined slope. This tests the gradability of this vehicle. Basically, Yodha has 30% gradability, and that's what we're going to test over here. So let us just go. And let's see if it makes it in one go.
Yeah.
Whoa! Yay! We made it! Way to go, Yodha! Like a Yodha. Which means this truck has a really good lower torque and performance. Now it's time to ascend, and the best thing actually I like is the ORVMs. They're so wide that I can actually see everything, and let's just go down. I somehow cannot see the ground below because it's a very big steep, and let's just test its braking. And whoa! Oh my god,
Did a very good job.
it was nice. So the Yodha has performed out as a warrior in all these obstacles and terrains. So there was an area while we went through the water, and at that point of time we actually took a very steep curve inside, and because thanks to the anti-roll bar, we could see that there was hardly any body roll, and it performed really nice over it, and we came out successful like a Yodha. So the basic edge which the Yodha has against its competitors is actually that the highest load capacity which we have currently in the segment is 1700, and this gets 2000, which is 300 more than the existing one. So it's a lot of economy, and also the propeller shaft is greased for life, so you don't have to change it. In that way, it's cutting down the cost and making it more cost efficient. So the basic USP of the Yodha is its ruggedness, its durability, reliability, and of course its low maintenance. And it has a warranty of up to 3 years or 3 lakh kilometers, whichever is earlier, and it gives you a mileage of up to 17 kilometer per liter. So these pickup trucks are used to transport agricultural products, water bottles, dairy products, industrial products and construction materials, just like its competitors, which is the Force Shaktiman 200, the Ashok Leyland Bada Dost and also the Mahindra Bolero.